We are firmly behind comprehensive immigration reform. We understand that we all do better when we all do better. And it makes absolutely no sense for a country that is in a budget crisis to spend money, time.
One of the millions of Americans, well, the millions who represent the huge majority of Americans who are opposed to applying for legal immigration and legal employment. Let me be very clear. I understand that illegal immigration has a negative effect on America's poor, particularly native-born Hispanics and African Americans, and that there's nothing un-American about demanding an end to illegal immigration. I am also someone who understands that as a nation, we take in more legal immigration than any nation in the world and have nothing to apologize for on the topic of welcoming newcomers to the American family. I also understand that unless we control our borders and enforce all of our laws, including our immigration laws, we will soon cease to be an independent
time and resources chasing people that are going to work and
sovereign nation. I spent most of the last legislative session in this building lobbying at my own expense for state legislation aimed at forcing local governments in Georgia to obey federal immigration laws. I have learned a lot about the issue and the lack of integrity and honesty of those not only
separating families. It is not a part of the spirit of this country to ignore
on our immigration policy. Those who should get in, those who should be kept out are kept out, and those who should not be here will be required to leave. Deportation is crucial. On the criminal employers who lure illegals into our republic, Gordon recommended mandatory electronic verification of legal employment eligibility.
Practical thing.
Employer-sanctioned.
It makes sense for us to do comprehensive immigration reform now. It is in line with how this country was founded. We believe that comprehensive immigration reform will happen this year. We believe that through the efforts of organizers throughout this country, pushing and directing communities towards the right and expedient process of comprehensive immigration reform, that we will have it and victory will be ours. We say, yes we can, yes we can, yes we can.
Our next speaker on this topic is Virgilio Perez Pascal with the Black-Brown Coalition. My name is Virgilio Perez Pascal. I became an American citizen 2 years ago.
Jordan also said that it's both a right and a responsibility of a democratic society to manage immigration so that it serves the national interest. The people who howl for another amnesty, like the one we tried in 1986, will never be happy until they have imported enough poverty and enough future constituents to officially obtain their true goal of open borders. A repeat of the 1986 legislation will do nothing to stop illegal immigration, and I believe it will be an announcement to the world that the USA really has no intention of ever securing its borders or enforcing immigration laws. From the well-funded people who work to break it, we constantly hear that the immigration system is broken. I agree. The enforcement part is broken. And I am one of those Americans who will continue to work towards fixing that part of the system. We know enforcement works where it is tried. Until we secure our borders and demonstrate that we will actually enforce our immigration laws across the nation, we can never have any realistic hope of a workable and sustainable immigration system. I am immigrant advocates, and for people who cannot recognize the difference between real immigrants who join the American family lawfully and illegal aliens who care nothing about the American laws that do not benefit them, offer the full...
No, don't obey Obama.
What the people say.
No, you can't obey what the people say.
On November 4th. Accept
a mandate. That doesn't even make sense. It makes